next victim.
Greetings, salutations, welcome. Hello there, yes. everyone, hello. Welcome to episode 2 of first it was just NV podcast. Now we got a name, Offstage Shenanigans, the title of our podcast. Ooh. Greetings, salutations, welcome everybody. I am here joined by all members. So everyone introduce yourselves.
I'm Ghost.
Yes. Hello there, Ghost.
Hi, I'm Never, and I'm a Capricorn.
Purity. Black Purity on Twitch. Oh.
There we go. And that's every. And I'm Greedy, I guess. I forgot. Yeah, I'm Greedy. Welcome to the Offstage Shenanigans podcast, part 2. Not part 2, it's just episode 2. I don't know, of our podcast. But yeah, we are here. Reloaded. We're here to just get into it about fighting game stuff, fighting game news, and just things we like to talk about with about fighting games. And that's what we're gonna do this episode.
Yes. Speaking of news,
yes,
there were some bit of stuff recently. One of the bigger drops out there is that Evo has a new general manager.
Oh,
it was announced earlier this week on SageM's stream, I think. He came on and talked. Rick the Hatto Thiher. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But he was is the event director for the Combo Breaker series of tournaments.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's
so it's going to be good then.
Yes. He is an FGC mainstay, very qualified, and is now the general manager of Evo.
Okay.
Which is huge. They even had Tom Cannon come on SageM's stream as well.
Ooh.
During the interview.
Dang.
But yeah.
They're doing some big changes, huh?
Big steps. Yeah. I'm excited for this year's Evo and future Evos. So he's still going to be doing Combo Breaker stuff. That's like his hobby, his side project, and then he's also going to be running Evo. But he pretty much said he doesn't want to like bridge them and sort of lose their identity. He's like keeping them like subgenres of tournaments because they're both kind of different culturally, I guess, just the experience of going there. But he's talking about small tweaks and experiments with Evo that sound exciting and are hopefully successful.
Okay.
But we'll see in the future.
Yeah, did he mention any of them, or he just said?
No, he just said that he has a lot of ideas and he wants the event to grow and change for the better of the community, and that when stuff like that happens, he has a lot of ideas because some of it's not going to stick, some will fail, but you're never going to find the right, like, something amazing that could happen if you don't try.
True.
So
very true.
Gonna like trial and error it out over the years.
Yeah. Which he's kind of been doing with Combo Breaker too, but yeah. I don't know, it sounds exciting for Evo.
That's good. As long as, again, I think Evo just needs like a refresh, like a rehab. Like they just need to start from the ground up again and work their way up, replace everybody, and then continue forward. Yeah,
which they have been doing.
Yep. Go Pokemon.
Because Evo is a major, or is that a super major? Is a super major
even a thing? It is considered the biggest fighting game tournament ever, I guess, every year. It is the tournament.
What's that thing? It's like the FGC pilgrimage.
Yeah. FGC pilgrimage.
Which I will definitely be making this year, next year.
Yeah, for sure.
August 5th, I think, is when it starts.
August, okay.
Shrine is just a giant stick.
Other news, Smash World Tour just happened for Ultimate and Melee.
Okay.
Lots of interesting sets there. Some drama with the Ultimate side because what's that toggle option? There's an option that was toggled on that they didn't discover until like midway through a game, and it was just drama. But Plup won the Melee side, MKLeo won the Ultimate side without dropping a game, of course.
Dang. So, of course. Yeah.
Who was there on the Melee side that Plup won? No.
Mango wasn't there. Zane wasn't there. Leffen wasn't there. Hungry Box was there. Who else was there? So, there were some good ones. Wizrope, he had to beat Wizrope, I think.
Not saying it was free, but he got a little bit of a. Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's what I want to know, because Pleb's good, but he's like a top 8er.
Yeah.
He's not a winners
Hey,
grand
congrats
final.
to-
The grand
yeah.
finals, yeah,
Like he should be. He definitely should be.
has the potential, but
But when those other
Some
bangers are there,
some of the big names are missing.
yeah.
that's tight though. He won. At least he won the first one.
Yep.
He's gonna hold that.
And then we have the new character announcement for Multi-Blood, Dead Apostle Noel.
Dead
Oh, yeah,
Apostle
that's cool.
Noel. Okay.
Have you guys seen the video for that one?
I have not. I need to see that.
Oh, you
That's
haven't?
awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
So she looks like she got some strange stuff going on with
Nasty.
projectiles, the spears,
Projectile.
or whatever you
She
want.
has.
to
Does
call
she
them.
have a handheld weapon and projectiles, or is it just like she summons like a?
She summons a bunch of
So-
spears, rods. I don't know what to call them.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
They're like sticks.
Oh, she's like Rachel from
Yeah.
Central Fiction.
Yeah.
Remember how how Rachel throws like the little sticks on the ground? She activates them to do things.
Okay, so it's closer to
has a-
that.
It's like a mechanic like that. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Hey, more characters for that game. I'm all for it. So, never complain. Melty Blood, more Melty Blood representation
this-
out there.
Is this the first new character for this game?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one.
Ah,
It has not been.
okay.
I forgot when it came out, but it has not been. Since it's come out.
And a new stage too, which is cool.
Okay, cool,
Ooh,
awesome.
Sage. Nice.
Glad they're
It's
not
in
giving
that
up on
video.
it. Oh, it's in the video. I'll have to watch
Yeah.
that.
The whole reveals both things. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, please don't give up on that game.
And sticking with anime fighters,
Yeah.
the DNF Duel Beta just happened. A few of us got the chance to play it, so I would like to know what your guys' thoughts, opinions. Would you like? Wouldn't you like? Didn't like?
I don't have a PS4 or PS5, so
Did you watch anybody play? You
I
got,
watched Kizzy K play the Crusader chick, right?
yeah, the Crusader. Yeah.
So he
with
was
the
playing a lot of
Inquisitor?
Axe, Inquisitor.
Oh, Inquisitor.
Crusader's the big dude with the hammer.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
the one with the
How
holy
could we
memes
forget? He's the
everywhere.
one that prays hard and kills hard. That's right. So you're
So I was watching Kizzy K play sets against Deb. You
Okay.
guys know who Deb is. She was playing Kunoichi. So they
Yeah.
ran sets.
Mhm.
Kunoichi's
And then
sick.
I was watching Brian F play the grappler.
Oh yeah, grappler's he's dope. He's a grappler, you know.
And
grappler
I watched
is a
a couple
grappler.
videos and stuff, and like Punk was playing Berserker,
Yeah,
and I wanted to see more Hitman gameplay because he looks sick, but
not a lot of people
Yes,
playing
he is
him.
sick. He is sick. I played him.
Haha.
everyone was
Yes.
playing
Yes.
grappler for some reason. It was like a grappler.
He had it
game.
infinite.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was like the easiest infinite to do.
Yep.
And then people
But
were
I couldn't
saying,
do it.
and people were saying, is it Pam? I think.
Pam.
Striker's like Pam from another
Jam.
game.
A jam,
there you
yeah,
go.
jam, yeah, jam from Guilty
Striker's
Gear.
like
Yeah,
Jam.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pretty cool. She's pretty cool. Yeah.
The super safe dive kick, and then you can come down falling with jab.
Yeah. You can also cancel the dive kick,
Yeah.
and you could combo off her DP. It was,
Yeah, she
like,
nice.
the most
She
insane
nice.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the things about the beta that I liked is the game is fun. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
diverse.
easy.
Like every character is different.
Yes.
It's easy to pick up different characters. Like just hop on and just play and have fun with whoever and learn things. Even though there wasn't a training mode, just playing games over and over, you learn new things, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it
great.
was it, so us two played, right? Ghost, I believe. Yeah. Us
Yeah,
two,
I
so,
played
yeah.
you, and then me and Purity
Yeah.
also ran sets.
Okay,
for
so
a
we
little.
got 3 people. That's good. All right, we got 3 people in here. That's good. Yeah, it was, again, it's a beta, so of course there's going to be some, hiccups the first day, but yeah, everything else after that,
Okay.
like actually getting to play the character and try him out, like the gameplay was really fun. Like you said, it was very fun, and it feels like a game that I could get into, like a lot of people could get into and pick up pretty well, It doesn't seem too complicated, but it's not simple. It's just fun and easy to the point where you could take it to that step and play and have fun, or the pros could see where they could go with that. So yeah, it seems really cool. Also, Deb, I think Deb Ramola. I remember I was trying to search for an online lobby, and it was her lobby, and then someone else's. I was like, I don't want to do that to myself, so I just went with the random.
Should have went in there, man.
I should have went in there, but yeah. What'd you guys think?
So who you guys think for mains? I was playing a lot of Hitman, Dragon Mommy Knight.
Yes, she's good. Dragon Knight. Yeah, she's really good. Dragon Mommy.
I tried some Ranger too because he's just cool and his combos look cool, but I don't know if I'm gonna main him. And then Crusader, I just surprisingly found incredibly fun, even though I don't play heavies. But yeah, who are you guys playing?
I didn't get to play, so I don't know yet. But Hitman looked cool. I liked it.
Hitman is cool.
I like Inquisitor a lot, and Inquisitor, Kunoichi, and Berserker were my 3 favorite.
Dude, that big wheel, man.
And the what?
The big wheel.
The big wheel, yeah.
Dude, that combo I did with 2 big wheels in it, dude, that was dumb. That character's busted. That's why I like her.
Wait, Kunoichi's the ninja lady, right? It was the ninja.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to remember all the character names. So yeah,
she's cool. She plays like a better chip.
Mm-hmm.
It's
definitely.
way easier.
Definitely.
It's way easier. And then, yeah, Miss, you're in the corner and it's never your turn is my favorite. Inquisitor is my fucking favorite.
You trying to lead wheel? You trying to lead wheel?
That's the thing. This game has a dodge, a roll forward, which
Yes.
I need to get used to using more.
Yeah,
There's no air blocking, so if you jump, you're screwed, pretty much.
I try to find times to do the dodge because it's like, oh, they did a move. I'm like, I dodged. Like I'm still in front of them. They beat me up. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah, you gotta figure out when to use it. Yeah, because it's a little laggy at the end.
but I guess. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it can get through moves, and if someone whiffs you while you're dodging through them, they're stuck in their lag of their move, and you can get them. But
Exactly. I was just gonna say, it feels like so when the thing I noticed is again when the lobby was down and they let you play the bots, you just had to play like a computer and you're a random person. I was like, you know what? I do want to play Striker. She's super fun. She seems like the character I want to play, but everyone's amazing. Like I actually had fun playing everyone. Like it wasn't like this character's a drag. Like everybody has something that I'm like, oh, I feel like this is part of my play style, or oh, I could play like this. So everyone has that. That's why I think the game could be. This could be a good introduction game for people who want to play fighting games. It feels like so. Yeah,
it's got depth, but it's also got really interesting mechanics, like the whole white health.
Yes.
You get access to your like cancel. Your Roman cancel type thing if you have white health, so you have to get damaged first to use
Exactly.
it. And then there's also special moves get rid of white health if you get hit. So if you like build up a bunch of white health and then get hit by a special move, that's just all gone.
It's all
just
gone.
A chunk of your health is just gone on that combo.
Yes, ask Grappler.
So there's a lot of interesting mechanics going on, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's
something
fun.
different, So, yeah, that's good.
I can't wait to lab.
Yep, labbing is gonna be.
Oh yeah, they
Can't wait to actually play.
What it's. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually. Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say they came out with the official trailer after they showed 2 other characters that they haven't shown yet in the trailer and a summer 2022 release date. So we got a time frame.
Wasn't like one of them Troubleshooter, right?
The name?
I don't
People
know.
are
I don't
speculating
remember.
that Troubleshooter is going to be in the game.
Oh, okay. No idea what that is, but
I
I like
don't
the
know
name.
anything about the original game.
But the whole community was like, "Oh my god, Troubleshooter!" It's like,
Dang.
Cool.
I'm gonna spam the one button in super. It doesn't matter.
The one
This
button.
game's already got cool classes. I mean, it's got Hitman. It sounds cool. It's a cool class. And
Yahoo!
His moves look sick. How it was like sword, gun, sword, gun, sword, gun, sword.
his
gun,
moves are
sword, gun.
big too. Take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out any crazy combos with him, but
Just watching the health pulls look nice too.
It's definitely not a
like-
quick game.
Yeah, like you actually went through the cocks and like it wasn't like a GGS type
Yeah.
like 2 hits and they're done. It was like no, you guys are
Two-rounder.
scrapping at least. Like there was at least a 20-second and 30-second match every time, regardless.
Even if you're doing good and you're comboing people like their fodder, like it's still you gotta work for it. You're gonna work for that kill.
you gotta
You
work
know?
for it. Yeah,
it was also it was also early beta, so people don't know optimal combo. So who knows what the game could actually end up looking like.
Exactly.
Very true, yeah.
Because Deb's Kunoichi was looking pretty nice, and I saw a lot of Kunoichis doing the same B&B towards the end of the beta.
Yeah.
Did decent damage, but I don't know. I think
It's-
once the game comes out,
And there's no official release date, right? Or is there now?
just the time frame summer.
Just
I
the
think.
time frame. Okay. And again, much to Ricky's point, I'm excited to play it on a device that doesn't sound like a jet engine and is gonna blow up, which is my PS4. So it's coming to PC, right? So
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm-
good.
I'm-
It's probably gonna
I'm
play.
getting it on PC.
Is it gonna play different? Because that's what Guilty Gear is like, right? Doesn't it play different compared
There's
to console?
inherent input lag on
On
PlayStation?
PlayStation, yeah,
a little
bit.
maybe?
Okay, so it is
PC,
probably gonna be
yeah.
just a little different. So
But I think PCs,
Oh,
I think where most communities are going to be coming for fighting games in the future.
Because it has rollback, right? So it's like, yeah.
Yep, the netcode felt nice. Didn't have any issues with that.
God, the default input delay on the PS4 is absolutely awful.
yes, I still remember.
I blame that thing for losing 0-2 in Tekken. Dude, oh my god, I couldn't. Oh, it was awful. Just I can't wait for PC. I can't wait.
I mean, if you've never played on PC and you only play consoles, good. That's fine. You won't notice it. But when you go back and forth, you're like, this is this world. Why am I living in both worlds?
Technology. It's like we're better than this.
Why are we doing
We have the
this?
technology already.
That's how Strive is now. I think 70% of the player base is on PC now. So
Yeah.
PC's the majority.
It started off on console, I believe, but yeah,
fighting games had consoles for a long time.
And then Sony's like, give us 10 years, we'll be right there, we'll be there. But yeah,
Yeah, I hope they start using PCs for Evo. That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be amazing. Maybe that's the thing they're working on.
Once the Steam Deck comes out,
Yeah.
make it easier.
Oh, that's
yeah.
It's like a Switch.
big brain.
Or once all the miners sell their cards too. Those bastards.
We're done with these. We made our millions. Here you go.
How many coins did you mine? 2.
3080s with my third.
Worth $300,000. The course of 4 years.
It takes a lot of talent, takes a lot of skill, and
Oh my God.
I guess you could say to that point. Speaking of skill and stuff, I guess a question that I want to have for everyone was like, what are the like different types of fighting game players, and like, what are the games that like I guess you could say like or like are positives for the playing styles? Like, okay, first we'll start with what do you think are different types of fighting game players?
So are we talking? We're not talking about archetypes. Are we talking like casual versus
like
hardcore gamer?
Yeah, like
competitive?
that. I guess you could say like that, or like you could get into the nitty gritty of the subgenre, because that could start off with that and then go into like, oh, this person's a rushdown type player or whatever. But like we could say like casual. Like, what do you think are like the
like aggressive?
Like aggressive play
stuff
styles?
like that?
Yeah.
This is a deep question.
It is a deep question.
My favorites are button mashers.
But
Yeah.
mashers definitely is
Day
they're
oneers.
definitely mashers.
Day oneers. Yeah.
Mashers keep the games alive.
It's like that meme with the I don't know, with the curve and at the beginning at the bottom you have the mashers, and then the average player you have like them thinking and stuff, and then the pros at the other end are mashers again.
Yes. I've been in this game long enough to know if I hit all this together, something will happen. Yeah. So
And it's fun. It's actually funny because like sometimes in pro tournaments, like the casters they'll say something like, "Yo, he mashed there. He must know the frame data." And then they interview him after. He's like,
He's like,
"Nah,
"Oh."
he smashed."
I imagine what just happened with well, it was I think it was Kumite, Brian F. He does this a lot on his stream too. He's playing Balrog and he wins the set because the guy jumped over him and he misinputted and got the hit off, and he's like, they're like, "Oh my god, he did not just do that!" And he's like, he pulled the microphone over. He's like, "That was an accident."
Yeah, so there's I guess mashers.
So
is
there's
a good one.
mashers, yeah.
I would say like the casuals.
Yeah, there's casuals who just pick up the game and also coincide with mashers. I mean, casuals that don't learn the game, but
it's like different
just have
levels
fun.
of casuals.
Yeah,
like
there's
like
different levels.
Casual, because there's like I guess you could say like a level of casual where you want to be good at the game, but you don't want to like you just want to be good enough to play with your friends or something.
Yeah,
like
you don't go to tournaments. You don't train.
Yeah.
You just play for fun.
Yeah. There's the lab demons,
The lab
lab
demons.
rats, and the lab monsters.
We call the optimal routers. So
No, the rats find like the cheese stuff, like the infinites, the unblockables. The demons are the ones that like actually enter tournaments, are fully optimal and bracket.
OTPs.
Yeah, they know everything. They know all the frame data. And the monsters are the ones that are like in between.
Yes.
They got like some of the rat stuff, some of the optimal stuff, but they mainly try to keep their style in there. They know all the data.
And some people, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the types of players that have rank anxiety or just online play anxiety, and they just lab and go in there, and that's all they do because they don't want to go online.
That's literally me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, oh, I could do this like 58 hit combo. Why don't you play online?
Because there's a thing too. I feel like a lot of stuff too. Like it takes a while because you could lab stuff online and get it perfect and like be good, and then you play online and it's like a whole different story for some reason. It's like what happened to this thing? I just like practiced for like a week. I can't do it now. I don't know why.
You know what the game should add? They should add like a input lag or delay when you train. So when you go from training to zero input lag to online, it's like you're training in an online environment.
So you're saying like Smash Bros should like have like a online simulator and training mode, like slow motion mode, and then you go play online. So you get that's pretty smart.
So you get used to the feeling because if you lab in Ultimate offline and then you go online, it's a 12 frame delay.
Yeah. Something like I think 12 or 15, something like that. It's crazy.
$1 million?
Yeah, that's they're being generous when they that's the crazy thing too, because I feel like all these like there are different types of people who play those games, but I feel like even those play styles, there are games that actually like accommodate that, like actually like mashing is okay. Like, oh, this game is, I feel like let's take Dragon Ball. I feel like you can mash in that game. It's a mashing game that you benefit from it, because if they drop a combo or if you see an opening, you could literally just hit medium and then spam like medium, and you're good, So I guess what other
Melty Blood's kind of like that too with the auto combo system.
Yeah. Melty Blood kind of has that, but it's like every combo in between has a route for optimal damage. So it's like beginner friendly, but also above enthusiast.
Yes.
Type of enjoyment as well, where it's like you can auto combo, but you can also do the optimal auto combo that you have to hold down a button and then you have to do all this other crazy stuff. But
correct. And I feel like games like that are like, you could like, they're more relaxed, I guess you could say, because it's like, hey, I could learn a few combos here and there, but then mainly as long as I know how to get my mashing on, and land that, I could learn this one combo this way and not have to learn the frame data or like lab for hours. I just need to kind of get the basics down, games. So,
and the thing is, mashers are scary too, because if a masher ever learns how to block and they just block everything you do and know when to mash, then it's kind of hard to get down their defense, because they're, for some reason, mashers have a lot of patience on defense sometimes.
What is this blocking you speak of? What is this blocking?
So when you move the stick to be behind you, no, I'm just kidding.
Fuzzy block exists in all games.
Or the button.
True.
The block button.
I forgot about it. Yeah, DNF Duel had a block button.
Is it like?
SoCal has a block button.
Is it like a block all button?
Yes.
No.
Well, not high or lows.
Oh, okay. So it's just hold and then down neutral.
So it blocks left and right. There's no cross-ups with the block.
So you don't have to hold back, but it's either or, right? Or
either or for that game. But the thing is, if you're using the block button, you can't move. If you're blocking normally, like you could back up and you're blocking while you're backing up. But if you're using the block button, you can't move at all. That's the payoff, I guess, or the balancing.
If you hold back and you're getting pressured, do you get pushed to the wall?
Yeah, if you're holding back and moving back while you're getting hit,
you're always gonna get pushed back, like when you're getting pressured.
So even if you're holding
down.
Guard, the one that doesn't make you move, you still get.
It's just again, it's just instead of holding, right? It's just instead of holding back, you could do up and down while holding block. Right? Or not up and down. You just do 5 or 6, I guess.
Because that'd be interesting. Like, so you don't get pushed the corner, you hold the block button so you don't get pushed the corner, but holding back gets you pushed the corner.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's all the same. Blocking. It's just easier. Yeah. And then because you need to hit the block button to roll and DNF. If you hit the block button and forward at the same time, it rolls. So I think they put that in there so like it's the way to do it, it feels like. But yeah.
And instead of like a double tap dash type thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
There is a run too. Also,
yeah, you could. So you could double forward and run. Yeah, and then there's also like a roll. I don't know. It's just added that extra function to the game that games don't usually have. So.
Well, they do have the roll in King of Fighters also.
Oh, they have roll?
Costs half a meter. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it while you're in block stun too, and it gets you out like a corner.
See, and that's the thing too,
That's
right there.
the one that costs meter.
That's good. Like different games have different ways of handling like rolling or dodging or blocking and stuff like that. You know, like you said, King of Fighters, it costs something to do it. This game and what is it? And
because you can just do it.
Yeah.
But if you're in block stun and you do it, it just costs like half a meter.
Yeah. It's kind of like that style. It's like I wouldn't call it the get out of jail free style, but like the V shift in Street Fighter, right? Kind of like you're blocking, you're like, oh, they're gonna hit me. I get a free defensive meter move thing, you know. I equate it to like, it's not the same level, but I feel like sparking or bursting is like that equivalent in that game, you know, like something like that style.
Like a neutral reset.
Yeah, neutral reset. Yeah.
You're not just getting corner pressured like crazy.
Yeah, like, hey, listen, you're gonna get corner pressure, but hey, here, you got one chance. Don't waste it. Oh, you're back in the. Oh, okay. Well.
Hey, between this entire combo, there's 2 frames where it's your turn. If you miss it,
yeah.
my turn again, buddy.
Yes. So yeah, there are different types of like fighting game players, and then how do you guys personally, and I guess you could generalize it after that too, but how do you guys personally think you get better at fighting games? You know, like what do you guys do to get better, and what do you think is like a general thing that would be, you know, something for people to hear to get better at a fighting game?
Yeah, I think everyone has different ways, and it also depends on the game that I'm trying to get better at. Like for Strive, before the game even came out, and there were betas too. Well, try getting all the betas, but there are resources. Guilty Gear has Dust Loop, a website that literally has character guides, frame data, combos for all the characters. But since Strive was coming out and it was completely new, it wasn't updated as frequently. But I follow fighting game players on Twitter, and they usually put hashtags on Twitter, like when new games come out for tech for certain characters. So I watch all that to learn new things. The main thing is training mode and labbing. Yep. Put in the time, try and find out my own combos, and then other people will find optimized combos as well. Look up YouTube, and I will literally like watch matches from high level players and look at the combos they do, and then write it in my own little spreadsheet and like transpose that over, and then go into the lab and then try and do it.
Yep.
So that's pretty much how I learn combos. Either lab it out myself or look at what the optimal combos everyone else is doing and try and learn that.
Play your friends, play online.
Yes, playing is the best experience.
Once you get your combos down, keep trying to do them online, even though you're probably not going to get it for a while. But when you do get it, you're going to climb faster, and then you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to play super good.
I think it's important to practice movement in every game.
Yes,
movement. And finding a character that is comfortable to you.
Oh, yeah, that's the hardest part.
That's the part I struggle with every fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, up until recently, I didn't really like Strive. Then I started playing Faust, and I was like, all right, this game's all right. This game's all right.
I'm still waiting for Johnny.
Anji will do for now.
I'm excited for Bikin.
Bikin, yep.
I'm gonna take my turn whether you like it or not.
Your turn, psych. Your turn, psych. Yeah, and that's really good. So those are all really good points. And
yeah, as long as you just learn one simple bread and butter, if you're like new, just one basic combo that you could try and land in every match you play, it just goes up from there. Just learn one combo.
Exactly.
Learn one combo and then different ways to start that one combo. And then try them out and then be like, oh, if I hit him with this, maybe I can do something more optimal. And then you learn the other route if you wanna.
Yes. The flow chart. You gotta get that fighter's flow chart, but for real, for every game though, you know, so.
Yeah. And the one thing I do too is kind of what Jordan said. I look up matchups for the character I like versus the character that I struggle with. And then I kind of watch and see what people do to either get out of corner pressure or see where that opening is between a couple of strings and stuff like that. You know, just watch other people and try to mimic them, and then go online and like. Since online players usually kind of do the B&Bs or do generally what's optimized, it's like good practice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just learn how to punish and stuff like that.
And then there's characters like Happy Chaos that just in that one spot that you're vulnerable, he just kills you. Oh god, I've been watching some Potemkin versus Happy Chaos, and dude. It was Snake Eyes, and Snake Eyes was slapping this guy so bad, and then he missed one thing. He got hit one time, and he got one reset and He took all his health.
Got that
one combo did
like,
half his health with the wall break, and then the second one he got hit with a mix, and then he just died.
Yeah, he is. I was like, carry.
Yeah, it's not the little kick. And then you like aim and cancel and do the kick again. Like
he has really good corner carry.
You hear that, kids? That is Guilty Gear Strive in a nutshell.
It's so cool. But I'm like, damn, that looks hard.
Yeah, he's a technical character, but I don't think he has any bad matchups. I don't know yet. He's still pretty early, but he's a strong character.
He has a gun. He doesn't have any bad matchups.
I mean, he doesn't. He is one of the only two characters in the game that doesn't have a infinite reversal option, invincible, like no DP, no super that's invincible. So if he's in the corner and you're like putting pressure on him, he kind of has no way out of it.
Balanced.
Heavy slash gun, quarter circle forward slash gun. It's just.
I feel like he has a lot of conversions though. He can convert from mid to full.
Yeah. He can pretty much hit confirm off anything. Any straight hit he could get a combo off of.
That's so cool.
That's like the trade-off.
Okay,
he's. We're talking about Happy Chaos now, but
that's what I was saying. I was about to say we should exactly go for it. I want to hear this.
He's also he could play like a zoner. Like when he zones you out hard. But he's also mostly a mid-range character. Like he's got good normals.
Yes,
and he doesn't have to zone, but he can fall back on it.
He can fall back, yeah.
And the matchups where he becomes full zoner, like against Potemkin or Nago, it becomes. Becomes
he's an answer for them. He's an answer that everyone was looking for. I feel like his play style is really good for fighting, like you said, Nago. So that's good. I'm glad that you brought up the Happy Chaos and we got on that point, because I was gonna ask around that, like getting good, better or training for fighting games. Like, how do you guys like choose your characters? Like, what is it that goes into like, training? You're like, I want to train because this character's cool, or I want to train because this is a character I've seen people play, and this is the style I want to go for. Like, how do you guys go about like deciding who's gonna be the character for your games and stuff, like for your fighting games?
Two things.
Yeah.
So first, Big Booba.
Optimal Booba, yes.
Are they hot?
Potemkin doesn't have those.
And then,
what do you mean? Potemkin's got pecs, bro. Have you seen that? Have you seen him? Like, it was like, yeah. What do you mean, man?
And then
those are Boobas.
And then that's the first thing I do, and then I try them in training mode, and most of the time I'm not good with them, and it makes me angry.
Yes.
So then I just kind of look who looks cool. I'm like, Potemkin's a big dude. I don't usually play slow people, but because I would play Laura all the time, but I tried him and I was like, wait, this guy's really cool. I actually like him. What the hell? And then May, I just think dolphins are cool, and I like her giant anchors. So I was like, let me try this full, and then I liked her a lot too. So I was like, okay.
So personality and style and looks for you, like that's
aesthetics.
Yeah, that's so crazy because someone will do it because I like this character, like you said, or I like the way they look, or Booba, which let's be real, most of us do that. That, or probably someone could be like, I've watched a pro play this character. And this character looks like very cool. Optimal. They look like this. I like the way they play. I'm doing that. Not based off of looks or anything. It's just like I like the actual play style. So
aesthetics also play into mine. But I kind of went Purity's route, and I wanted to main Eno, but then I wasn't good with her. But aesthetics they're not like deal breakers to me. But I'm still trying to figure out what my play style is in fighting games. Like, would I like to play like
Yes.
rushdown or
Play weird
neutral heavy, or like so I started playing a charge character for the first time. I was playing Crusader and DNF Duel, like a heavy that I never play heavies, and I always hate fighting against them, and I had a lot of fun with them. So I'm still kind of experimenting with what characters I like. Like DNF Duel had so many unique characters, and I still have no idea who I'm gonna main. But yeah, it comes down to whoever's fun, I guess, and whoever
Whoever you have
kind of
fun
just
with.
clicks. But I don't know what that means.
Yeah. What about you, Ricky?
It kind of comes down to like who I'm comfortable on, I guess. I started with Eno on Strive, and then I was like, all right, she's cool. She's got like some mechanics. And then I started playing Geo, and I was like, all right, this is all right, but everyone's just rushing me down. I can't rush them back. And then I played Faust, and Faust had the good mix of like neutral and rush down. Like I can poke from far, and then if I get in your face, I have the tools to be in there. So it's like he had like the mix of both that I liked, and I think those are the characters I like playing. Because even CL and Multiblood is kind of the same thing. Like I could poke from far.
Yes.
But once I'm in neutral and I get in, like I could do the combo that I want to do. So it's like I like the poke. I guess like the overall characters that kind of have like a fireball or projectile. Because Faust doesn't have a fireball, but he throws his mask, right?
Yeah.
If you go aerial. So it's like I guess control type characters. I like playing control type characters because once I feel that the momentum shifted in player 2, it's like I don't know what to do. This guy's rolling me. I'm in the corner. I don't know how to get out. But if I'm in control and I'm able to like, all right, he's gonna jump here, and I know he's gonna jump and stuff like that, then being able to control the screen I think that's my playstyle so far.
Okay, so you like prioritize more like what is my playstyle, or looking for your playstyle in that game, and then like, oh, this character has my playstyle, I go for that. Like not just like, and I don't want to say anything, but I'm noticing that all of us started off with female characters in Strive. I just want to point out I started off as Giovanna. We got May, Giovanna, and then you said Eno, and then Eno as well. But yeah, so and that's good. That's really good. So we all kind of have similar but different ways of like choosing like the characters we want to play. And do you think like, because I was thinking about it while you guys were talking, like do you think like the way maybe some of our play styles, not, I wouldn't say detriment to like our skill, but like because you're choosing looks first, because like, or like, like, oh, this character looks cool, I want to do that, and you try to learn them so hard, and you're having a struggle, but there could be a character that maybe doesn't look the best that you don't want to play, and then you never go to them, but they could be your play style, like they could be perfect for you.
That's what I was gonna say right now too. It's like Geo looks really cool. I think her character's design is awesome.
Yeah.
So does Xeno's. And it was kind of like what Purity what said first was like, I would just like to play the hot girls that do cool stuff. And then I realized I couldn't fit the play style. Like I couldn't mix on Eno, and I couldn't rush down on Geo. Then when I played Faust, I was just like, okay, this is more of my pace.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he looks cool.
Faust does look cool. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I originally wanted to play him first, but I played Eno instead because I just liked his character design, like the bag on his head with what was it? The scalpel.
The scalpel, the
big
scalpel.
scalpel.
Yeah, the big scalpel he uses that pulls
He's
you.
just an
Musical design.
he's just
Yeah.
an odd-looking character. Yeah.
So I think I was sort of leaning towards Ricky's playstyle too, where it's sort of like you have to get in on them, because that's where I landed with Johnny randomly in +R, and that's how he plays in that game. He's got big normals, and he sort of just plays neutral really well. He's just like keep out until he could get in, and then he's got some nasty combos. But he's also kind of a technical character. But so maybe I should start looking at more characters like that too.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I'm still experimenting.
Yes.
With everyone.
And that's what I was saying. Yeah, it could take, honestly, like, it could take years. Like, you could be playing games, and like it could actually take years for you to actually find out what your true play style is for a game, because you're trying so many things, and then that one thing doesn't click until maybe you hit something. So like you can take forever, but that's the whole point of labbing and playing fighting games, that you just keep experimenting and trying out and see what lands and sticks and go, sometimes after a while you gotta, okay, I'm going off of looks, and skill, play style. Like, again, Giovanna, for me, I felt like she has the outer looks like of a Rushdown, but in the end she's really not. Like, she seems like she's a Rushdown if you could play her that way, but if you do, it's probably not to your best strategy. So
who knows? I might be a god tier grappler player, but I'll never know because I'm not gonna play grappler.
Yeah, there's some things, there's some walls or doors you'll never walk through because you're just it doesn't look like it's for me. Like, people play charge characters or something, like I feel like that's a thing that takes a lot of work to get into. Charge characters, they're not hard, dumb, they are really good. They're different, and I feel like that's a wall that people don't want to break down and get past, because especially me, I'm like myself too, it seems like it's complicated, but who knows, it could be the play style for you.
Actually easier than trying to do motions, because it's just
you hold
one direction. Yeah, you hold and just go the other direction, but yeah, it's just a different system that you just have to get used to.
Yeah,
that's why I like to play the shit no one else plays.
It works because no one else will expect it, so
yeah, no one's got the matchup experience, stuff like that.
Yeah, when I was looking up, I messaged Jordan the other day, hey, let's run some sets in Strive. And the night before, I looked up Anji versus Faust matchup videos. None. There's none. You can't find one. It's on the internet.
Bro, what are you looking for? What are you looking for, bro?
At least on the recent patches, right? So the October patch, there's nothing. I was just this is useless to me to be played, and I was just getting rushed and bodied, and I was like, damn, I don't know what to do.
See, and that's where it comes in, knowing your character and how they play. And then if you don't have matchup knowledge against other people, as long as you know what your character can do, you could kind of work off of that, Yeah. Strive a little harder, but yeah.
That's kind of fighting games in general, where it's all problems that you're presented with. Like, my Anji presents a problem, and you have to try and find a solution to get around that, and that's the whole matchup.
What works for me against that problem?
And then you just have to keep experimenting until you find the solution.
Exactly.
And that's where all the player experience comes from, just playing the game.
Yep. Knowing the smell of the game right there. Yep. And and then I was gonna ask, because we brought up earlier, so how do we get good at fighting games? And I wanted to ask, to take it way back. So you brought up oh yeah, you watch this video, or watch a player find out online who does all these routes or whatever. But how did we all of us, how did we get good back in the day when we were playing those fighting games, didn't have no internet or YouTube videos to watch? What was the way you got good at the game when you couldn't look up a guide or a dust loop or watch a video online? If you played back in the day, when we played just playing, right? That's it, just playing. No, yeah,
just grind it out. There's no resources.
Lab. And do you think
play the hardest difficulty computer over and over and over?
Yeah, that's it, right? Always playing the level 9s in Smash Bros. Got to do what you got to do. Do you think there were ways? Go ahead.
A point on that in Smash. So playing level 9s over and over actually isn't
the best.
Because they do inhuman things and they already know what you're going to input. I would train on low level dummies and just get movement and combos down on them. I wouldn't worry about the matchup or anything like that, because playing a high level computer isn't completely realistic, but that's just the way I did it.
Okay.
Training amiibo. And then just fight your amiibo all the time. It knows all of your tendencies.
That's honestly probably better than playing level 9.
Yeah.
It's like playing a friend that adapts to you.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those amiibo?
But I mean that does include something that's newer. That's amiibo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's true. But
play the game, really. Yeah.
Play the game. Play
your friends. Get your friends into it.
I was gonna say, we're spoiled now because games didn't used to have a trials, right? To learn characters, you just legit had to play.
Yeah,
especially back in the arcade days.
Arcade days, the game would be quarter circle forward, Hadouken, quarter circle back, Tatsu. All right, have fun. It'll just say that on the thing.
There's no training mode. There's no time to lag.
Yeah. It was on the cabinet.
Yeah, it was on the cabinet. It just said, "This is reuse fireball." It's cool. I'm playing Sagat. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I went to it was super funny. Oh my god. So that's story time.
Yes.
Games convention back home where I'm from. there was a company that would always bring arcade cabinets. So they had like a whole arcade setup, and it was like every fighting game you can think of that was on a cabinet at some point was there. So there's a line for Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3, like the SNES one, right? Or like the SNES one, and I was like, these guys don't know how to play this game. Watch. So I go up there, I just start bodying all these kids. It was great. And they're like, how do you do that? And I was like, well, if you look right here, you can see all the moves are there. B is back, F is forward, D is down. And then they started learning all the moves and they started playing each other. And I was like, there you go. Now you know how to play. Now you can have fun.
You just created a whole new generation of gameplay.
It was so cool. But I was like, damn, they don't know how to do this. There's no menu. There's no missions. Like ridiculously, that's what reminded me. And I was like, nah, they used to be on the cab.
All you had to do, you had to play against someone else in the arcades, and then you lose, go in the back, watch them play, and then lose and go in the back or win, and then that's all you could do,
The hands on the waist.
the hands on the waist. You're just watching, and
as soon as he's done, stick movements and the buttons, like
just
grab your quarter, put it up there. You're like, all right, go ahead, bro. You guys.
How's he holding that stick? How's he holding
that stick? Quarter on. Let's get it.
Yep. Yeah, those are some good times. You know, I feel like you're right. We are spoiled, but I think we deserve it because we weren't born in an era where we had that, but we grew up in one. Now we're here, and I think we deserve it because we worked hard, to get to where we were back in the day with fighting games without all the, the guidebooks or whatever. And now we are in a place where it's like, okay, you have the knowledge of how to like work towards training.
I had the guidebook for Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh snap! He had the guidebook. Nintendo Power. I'm just kidding.
Nintendo Power, dude.
I used to get those all the time, man. Yeah.
I knew how to do all the fatalities, the friendships, the big baladies. That's the first thing I learned. I was like, nah, I don't need to learn the moves. I just need to learn the finisher.
Yep. Good times,
my cousin's just sitting around and we're playing and we're like, quick, turn to Sindel.
Turn to
Sindel. How do you do it? What's your fatality? Come on.
Sindel was in 3, right? Yeah.
Because then, I mean, YouTube even wasn't popping, so like you couldn't watch a compilation video of all the finishers. You had to get in there and do it yourself.
That's what I was wondering. Because again, like Jordan and I, we friend Joe, and he used to be really good. Like he got really good at Blaze Blue, right? Like super good, but there was no YouTube videos for him to watch. So I always wondered how he got good, but he probably just played, the Demons Online. Because I think that game did have online at that time. So he played the Demons Online and he got really good at the game. And I was like wondering, how do you get to that level without like any sort of, I don't know. Maybe some people have like to pick up stuff faster. So, but yeah, the good times back in the day.
Joe seems the type of dude that can like play a character and learn all the moves and then see someone do a combo and then do it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That's some talent right there. Yes, insane. Me, on the other hand, I will do the same thing over and over again, even if it doesn't work.
Me and Ghost got to write it down.
I'll forget. I got so many combos that just won't fit up here.
Yep. And see, that's another.
Because I play a lot of Strive, and Anji's like the character I'm best at out of any fighting game, I guess. And it's gotten to the point where I know all his moves so well and what works that I could like sort of build a combo as I go, and not like if I get a random weird hit, I could convert off of it because I know what his moves do.
Yep.
That's me with Nina and Tekken.
Luckily, with Faust, doesn't have very many options, so so my list doesn't get that long. It's nice.
But you can probably get the hard knockdown and then get some kind of nasty Oki after, right?
Well, if you get the RNG, if you get the RNG on your side, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We learned that his baseball bat doesn't reflect my butterfly.
Yeah.
Because when he hits it, it turns into the second hitbox and hits him.
No, I get hit by both hitboxes.
Oh yeah, you get hit by the first hitbox too for some reason.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Character sucks, dude.
Can you believe before the update, the patch when they updated him, every move he had was minus. He was negative on every single move.
And he couldn't blue RC in the air either.
No, they did this character dirty, bro.
He was the only character who couldn't.
Again, it took a special type of person to want to play him. before. I'm not no offense to Apology Man. I don't know if he played them before the updates, but it takes a special type of person to try to play that before they change them. So, and that's a respect to you. So, well, well,
where are we at on time?
We are currently at 50 minutes. Yeah, we're at 50 minutes exactly. So
not bad.
All right, we'll take the next 10 minutes to shout out our sponsors. Thank you, Quick and Fresh. I'm just kidding.
Thank you to our returning sponsor, HyperX.
Final Fantasy 14. Dude, I'm too obsessed with that fucking game right now.
You're playing Endwalker?
Yeah, I'm not even to that content yet. But
Same.
it has a hold on me and it won't let go, dude.
I know that feeling.
But it's funny though because I'll try to play like a game on the side while I'm waiting for like queue or something. And what do I pull up? I'll pull up like Blaze Blue or something and just start labbing, like start mission modes and I'm like, oh, okay, I can stop whenever. So whenever queue pops, I can go back to playing. Yeah. And then, oh man.
Oh, I tried Skullgirls for the first time yesterday.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It's sick.
Hell yeah.
I think it's really sick. And then I looked up pro play and I was like, yeah, I don't want to learn it.
Oh god.
I was like, way too fast, precise, and then just like, it looked faster than Marvel in the mix of look gross or like harder than MVC, and I was like, how do you make that harder?
And it's crazy because the burst in that game only happens when the opponent repeats a button. You can't burst whenever you want.
It's crazy. Yeah, but if you put in the work, but if you don't want to, that's fine. I understand. I played the game. I'm like,
there's too many fighting games out there.
Yes, too many. Pick your fighting games.
That's a spectator one for me.
Because that game is wild. Like, you don't just have to pick a character. You have to figure out if you want 2 people on your team, 3 people on your team, 1 person on your team. And yeah, I just stick to 2. And I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, 2 is definitely
I don't need to learn infinites. I don't need to learn snap out combos when you get happy birthdays and infinite the person that is left. Yeah, I don't.
And the thing is,
they're
too,
too
like,
good, dude.
whatever highlight video I was watching, it was like the same 4 names always in the set on the top. It was like Sonic Fox, The Kill Sage.
Yep.
You mean the only ones that still play the game? I'm just kidding.
The only ones that still play the game. Even in one of the clips, the commentator was like, "Yeah, this game's still alive, small community, but we keep it going." It was like at some tournament. They're probably in the back corner with like their single setup.
Yeah, they always have side tournaments at Evo for Skullgirls all the time, and Sonic Fox always wins them.
That's why he's in the game. Yep.
True. He is in the training stage.
Yeah, he's in the training stage in his persona. So
nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes instead of getting the teacher, you'll get Sonic Fox.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool as fuck.
I guess we are close, but you guys brought up another topic. I guess we could do not too long on, but our again probably back to Playstyles or like training. Like, how different is it playing a game like Street Fighter compared to playing a game like Marvel vs. Capcom, or the team fighters, like games where you have assists come in? Like, do you think it's more difficult to learn a team fighter than it is like a regular, just traditional
gotta learn
fighter?
More characters.
Yeah, gotta learn more characters.
More characters.
Gotta learn setups, which assists work where, and
Yeah, I think team fighters are.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of it takes more.
Yeah, the solo combos, the tag combos, the assist combos, the super combos. Because it's like once you lose 2 characters, you gotta know the solo play, and then what your only character can do by itself. It's like
that's why for team games, I play them all like I play King of Fighters. I don't switch until you kill the first guy. Yeah, but that's why I always lose. I don't use assist.
And it takes like 5. It takes like 5 games to be like, I have an assist button.
I have an assist button. Fireball Kamehameha here.
Which is why I'm looking forward to Project L having only 2v2. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah,
I could do 2 characters.
Yes.
Super happy.
You assist loop once, and you're just like, you can do that.
Hey, you can do that.
It's usually actually someone else doing their assist and being like, "Fuck, I'm gonna do that too." And then,
Oh yeah. Oh, I need to pick the beam one.
Yeah.
Oh.
that's again. I feel like the best of both worlds for that is personally like fighters, because I feel like the auto combo system and making it a little bit more easier kind of gives you more time to like just kind of learn everyone else's way to go. Focus on other things instead of, Marvel versus Capcom. It came out in an era where they're like, no, everyone's getting punished for play. You're gonna learn or you're gonna die. There's no mercy here. So
you gotta learn how to play against the cheap stuff. I like the cheap stuff.
The cheap. Yeah.
I hate the cheap stuff.
And it's understandable, but at the end of the day, like, again, that comes back to play styles and mindsets. It's like, do you care? Are you gonna play like your mindset is I'm playing in a tournament always? It doesn't matter, cheap or whatever. Like, I'm gonna play like that, or like, oh, I'm just having fun against friends. That kind of stuff. I don't know.
Or is the cheap stuff fun?
Or is the cheap stuff fun? Because
It usually is. Yeah.
Because there could be
Yeah. In Marvel, I never played a character like Morgan, where you just spam fireballs across the screen and use the clone. But I saw Chris G do it, and I was like, that looks so busted, and I love this man. I can play this.
I could do that. I can get behind that. Both of that.
That's literally it. Like, I don't like Zony characters. I try to, but I don't. And then I played Morgan, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever played in my life.
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, I don't know. It hit my first criteria,
Yes.
That's true.
Morgan and playstyle. That's a double whammy right there. So.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question. What art style do you guys prefer? Like 2D, 3D, or full 3D?
2D, 3D is usually best.
Whatever Arc System puts out.
Whatever they've been doing. So Arc System Red and Blue. Well, I feel like Blue's been mainly doing 2D stuff, right? So they do like Blaze Blue and the Undernight stuff, which is really good. But Red has been
doing. Sorry to cut you off. Who's doing the DNF?
Blue, I believe.
Blue.
Yeah.
ArcSys is just the publishing that game. They're not developing it.
Oh, they're not. Oh, it's I had looked up the company earlier, right? Let's see.
Yeah, I forgot their name.
It looks like the same art style.
Yeah. They're using Arc Systems art style for DNF, but Arc Systems isn't the developer.
And it is 2D, 3D.
Developer is Neopol.
Yes, Neopol.
On some of the levels, there's like 2D sprites and 3D sprites in the background. It's like a mixture of everything. It looks really nice. The stages in the game look really nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
KOF 13.
Yeah, they went full 3D, huh?
That's 14.
14
But
was
it's 2D, 3D.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. That's a good style. That again, the best of both worlds style is really good. Strive again. I feel like Strive is just
2D,
full 3D, right? I believe
It's 2D, 3D. I think.
it's 2D, but it's like turned
3D
up
would be
to
like
11.
Tekken, right?
Yeah, Tekken.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so Tekken and Soul Calibur are like the So
Yeah, I'm
I
a
think
2D, 3D guy.
2D, 3D for sure. Spoiled with that because of ArcSys.
Yeah, it's like 2D, 3D, 2D, and then I guess full 3D.
Because
Melty Blood
I like
looks
3D.
great.
yes,
Believe it or not. Weird.
you like
My
3D?
favorite games have been Tekken, Dead or Alive.
Yes.
Nice.
And then Mortal Kombat's 3D, right? It's just full. It's just full.
No, it's 2D.
still because it's
It's 2D.
I'm understanding. Okay, it's 2D.
The environment's interactable and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't like
It's-
sidestep.
So
Oh, but art style wise, it's full 3D
Yeah,
in a
full
2D
3D.
perspective.
yes,
Yeah. Like KOF 14 and
There you
15.
go.
I feel like I guess it just takes a lot more effort to do like the full 3D and a 2D playstyle stuff and then you could put a lot of work into like a 2D sprite. I feel like they put a lot of work to make them look really well. I mean, all the games look really good, but like something about the 2D style or the 2D 3D style, it just something like they go well together.
It just feels more alive.
Yes.
So then what do you think about putting a 2D character in a 3D game like Akuma and Goose or Geese? Those are 2D characters.
That's true.
In a 3D world.
They work. I think they work well in there. I think they work well in like Tekken. They still work really well.
I just wish the characters were consistent, because Akuma looks like bulkier or huskier in Tekken, and then in Street Fighter he looks like a little thinner.
But is it because you're only seeing him from, you're not seeing like the full? I mean, I guess you are in a way, but
in Street Fighter 5, he's super thick.
Yeah, they turn everyone's muscles up
and his hair.
And his hair too. Yeah, he went Super Saiyan.
He turned into a lion.
Yes. What about you? What's your style? What do you like, Ricky?
Hado.
I think 3D, 2D for me at the top, and then 2D, and then 3D. Because the 2D sprites, like Melty Blood, and when I was playing Skullgirls, I was like, this looks so good. Like, the idle animations look so good and smooth. Like, everything just looks really nice. So, even Under Night, when I opened that the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Under Night looks cool, too. It
reminds me of Melty Blood.
Yeah, it's like a step below Melty Blood, but Melty Blood looks like a step, like a couple steps above that, obviously. But
yeah,
it's like Under Night walks so Melty Blood could run.
Exactly. Like when I look at Under Night, it's like if I played this when this game was out, this would have been like, I'm like, this looks good right now, but I know people are like, oh my god, this game is amazing when it first came out. I picture again like how I played Melty Blood, so that art style's good. I think most fighting games have good art styles as long as they're not the Boko Bar game, whatever it is.
Excuse me.
So I think my homework is to try some more zoners and grapplers, broaden my horizons.
Yep.
Try doing that with Happy Chaos.
Very true.
Happy Chaos is cool.
Everyone try out a character that they wouldn't think they'd ever play, and then come back in 2 weeks and see what what the results are.
I've been wanting to try out Potemkin.
Ooh, okay.
Just because I want to play a character that has good normals. I feel like he has good normals.
He got big ones.
Yes. Then
I just want to get spoiled playing Soul or something.
Damn, never mind. I had something else to say, but I don't want to say it. It's fine. I'm gonna play a character that probably has a little more like advantage on like the normals. So I was gonna try out Soul, but
I would just try him out. But I feel like you play that, you're gonna get spoiled, and then you're gonna play something else, and you're gonna be like,
yeah. I was playing Anji for the longest time, and then like right before I stopped, I started picking up Soul just to try, but he was good, and I was like, dude, I'm liking this too much. And then I stopped playing Strive, and I went back to Anji. But Soul,
I just want to hear Soul say Bandit Bringer and Bandit moves. That's all. I don't even care about his actual voice.
I just don't want to feel what spoiled feels like, and then and then not go back to my dirt ways of playing.
Having a DP is nice, man.
Fun. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Anji doesn't have one, right? He doesn't have a DP. Oh God.
He has a but it's not an invincible DP.
Okay.
Faust doesn't have one either.
Yeah. I don't know what more we could say to bury Faust even deeper, but
he doesn't have one either.
Oh shit. Okay.
We all play. Grab. Oh yeah.
That's right. It's a grab. Yeah, no one has like I think all of our characters don't really have traditional DPs because Rams is just she does a little like flick thing and that's it.
But you have a wake up super and it's invincible. That's basically
everyone has a wake up super.
We all have wake up super.
It's just mine is the way it's set up. Yeah, it's really fast, but everyone can do it. Like everyone can literally wake up and do a super. Nago, you think Ram does it? Nagos is like if you watch pro Nagos, that's their bread and butter. Like that's part of their combo. Like I'm gonna get knocked down. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna do my super. So
that's also one of Faust's things. His Clover super is invincible, so pros will use it, but then RC out of it to retain the invincibility and then just do whatever they want.
Yes,
but that's expensive. It's like 100 meters to do that.
Yeah, that's literally like
it's so hard.
I see Rams do that too. Character. Ram wake up super with the one that I usually do, and then they RC and then continue a combo into the wall break and then they're dead. I'm like, that's 100 meter, but that's 100% of their life gone. So
my wake up super requires you to hit me.
So. and again, going back to play styles, if you're playing a masher like someone like me, you're gonna. But yeah, so.
I think my wake up super requires you to hit me. So
And again, going back to play styles, if you're playing a masher like someone like me, you're gonna. But yeah, so. And again, going back to play styles, if you're playing a masher like someone like me, you're gonna. But yeah, so. Well, I think that's good. I think we reached an hour. That's a good time right there. I think we got some good talks this episode. Thank you guys for joining us and watching this episode of Offstage Shenanigans. Or hearing, watching or hearing.
Listening.
Yes, thank you for listening or watching Offstage Shenanigans. No, Offstage Shenanigans. Thank you guys. Catch you next time for your fighting game banter.
Next victim.